You're missing me out already. You've just got going on your own. What are you doing? So
taking the radiator out.
Taking the radiator out. So you dropped all the water out of the radiator from where?
From the hoses.
So you're pulling these out. And these are all connected to what? The engine?
Yeah, one to the top of the engine, one to the bottom of the engine. Because the radiator, in fact, just cools the water.
So that first one that you pulled out down the bottom there, where did you pull that first one out?
Off the water pump there.
Right,
so the water pump will drain, suck the water in from the bottom, pump it round the engine.
So you pulled that out and it just dropped all the fluid from the radiator. Fluid. And then you've just pulled what? 2 off here.
Yeah, one.
This one off here into the radiator. And this bottom one here into the radiator, and now you're taking off what?
Top radiator hose.
The top radiator hose.
Well, this is the shittest Jubilee. What the fuck is that as a Jubilee clip?
That's not a good Jubilee clip then, is that what you're saying?
No, we're changing that. Because that's not going to last 5 minutes.
Why is that not good?
Because it's not undoing the Jubilee clip, it's just pulling the thing out. So the Jubilee clip's obviously knackered.
Pulling the thing out.
Yeah, so the thread, look at this. So right, look at this one, yeah? We undo it, yeah?
Oh, see and it loosens.
Yeah, and it's loosening it, but see how like...
It's gone slack and you can
yeah,
just
but that nut, that stayed in there, right? When I undo this one, see how it's just pulling the thing out?
Oh, instead of releasing it?
Yeah, instead of releasing it.
So would you normally take that side out?
You take that side off, yeah, because it's easier and it's more room, so you don't have to. It's not in the way.
But actually, it doesn't matter that you've pulled this side out. And this is what you're taking the radiator off.
Yeah, there's 2 little. Don't lose them. Let's sit underneath it. Original.
To be fair, it does look like a smaller one compared to...
Well, he's not put the... he's lost the little washer thing underneath. So that's what that little washer thing does.
So he's just had to use a normal screw?
Yeah. But if you don't know, you don't know, do you? Well, he's lost the nut and the bolt for it, right? But that little spacer thing at the bottom stops that going too loose. It'll tighten on the spacer but still hold the radiator in, if that makes sense.
Right, okay.
Should we see if that's true or not? What? I'll pull this out now, the little spacer thing.
Drop off.
Yeah. 2 hours later. Oh my god, look at that.
What, the biggest?
Longest bolt ever.
Oh, so much dropped off. Alright. No.
No spacer.
No spacer.
So this radiator fan shroud gets in the way.
Radiator fan shroud, that is this bit here.
Yeah, which is this bit. So
what you doing, greasing something up now?
Just putting these things to shine.
Why? What are those?
Well, they just never come off, so they get stuck in the little thing and the little like tiny little clip. So
tiny little clips. Oh, okay. That you still unscrew them.
See what I mean? That's because of a Torx bit.
So whose car is this?
Big Andy's.
Big Andy's.
Yeah, he's actually pretty local to be fair. He's only down the road in.
Have you done stuff on his car, on this car before?
I haven't worked on this car, but the a binman wrote his front end off. So actually, this slam panel, the 2 front wings and the bonnet
came from Ashley Classics.
Yeah, came from us, yeah. So we helped him out with that. So now to take that out, whereas when the fan shroud's in, you struggle.
So what year is this car?
Alex 2.4, so it'll be 90 to 93. K-Reg, is that 93?
So it's about, what, 30 odd years old?
Maths wasn't my strong point at school, not gonna lie.
30 odd years old.
How old are we?
And do you know how many miles is on this?
Mate, more than that, because we were born in 1990 and I'm 30.
Yeah, so it's younger if it's 93. It's younger than us.
So it's 32 then, isn't it?
Yeah.
Viscous fan bolts, 10 mils, dead easy to round off. Spray with a bit of lube. But because this one's been caked in oil, that has actually
helped it.
Yeah.
So you have to take all this off to be able to get to what? All the parts that you're changing, or just the fan belt?
No, you don't have to take this off to get to the fan belt. You have to take all this off to get to the timing belt, 'cause it's all behind this cover.
Oh, sorry, yeah.
So this water pump pulley's got to come off, because we need to take this bottom pulley off. The crank's got to come off.
What bottom
Crank.
pulley did you say?
The bottom crank
Oh,
pulley.
where? Is this the belt that we're changing then? Down here? Or is it behind that?
No, it's behind this
So
panel
what's
here.
that belt there then?
That's power steering belt.
Power steering. Do you ever need to change them?
Yeah, you need to change them, yeah. They
But not
perish
this
away.
time.
Well, I think we are going to need to, because we're going to be covered in oil. But I didn't realise how bad the oil leak was.
How do you know that would need changing from being covered in oil?
Because it's the same in anything. It's like the oil perishes the belts. So
Yeah,
like,
but does the car have any telltale signs then?
yeah, it'll squeal. It'll squeal.
What, when your engine's running, or
Yeah,
when
yeah,
you
yeah.
rev, or when you...
Yeah, when you rev up, it'll get worse. And what it actually is, it's the belt slipping. So say like this water pump pulley here sorry, that doesn't drive it. The crank pulley at the bottom drives it. But see how this is loose here? That shouldn't be that loose like that.
Right.
That's
And
either
is that
them
why
bolts
it'll
need to tighten
squeak
up.
and stuff?
Yeah, because it's not gripping onto this pulley enough, so you need it tighten up. But usually if you turn it, you should turn it about 90 degrees like that. But see how that'll go 180? That's not tight enough. But you can tell that it's not tight enough because look how much movement we've got in that. Do you know what I mean?
Right, okay.
What are we on for dinner anyway? I want some of that chilli from around the corner again.
Can we focus on the car stuff first, and then you can
Mate,
decide?
I'm fully focused, look at me.
Good. And then I'll sort you some lunch out.
The chicken curry was good though. If you're ever in Trafford Park, Manchester, there is a nice chicken curry place around the corner.
There's everything in Trafford Park now, McDonald's. And
Included a Volvo boy.
including a Volvo boy. So why do you do this then? Do you love Volvos?
We've got a wife who never stops shopping on Amazon.
I'm not even going to deny it.
Yeah, literally just doing this for Jeff Bezos. You see this, Jeff? Sponsor us. Who's Jeff? Who runs Amazon?
How does it?
Mate, he has all our money. How do you not know who Jeff is?
That's all that money. That's all your money, you mean? So you're still taking what off now? I can't even keep up with it.
The viscous fan's coming off now.
The viscous fan's coming off now.
Yeah, but it's a little bugger because you can't get the bolts right off in one go because the threads are too long. So you have to loosen them all off a little bit and then pull them off. But like, look how small the bolts are, like how easy they are.
Where do you put them once you pull that off, back in them, so that you don't lose them?
You can do, yeah, but the fact that I've done that many of them now, I know which bolts are which, so I just have like a little cardboard box down the bottom.
Oh, and put your bits in there.
Yeah, just get used to it, don't you?
Show us what you got. Or me.
Viscous fan and the bolts.
4 bolts.
4 bolts. 10 millis.
10 millis.
Don't use an open end spanner, because you just round them off, and then when you round them off, they're an absolute nightmare, because you can't get a grinder in, you can't get a cutter in. Honestly, they've happened before, and it's just
so
water pump pulley.
And that just slides off now.
Yeah, because you took your 10 mils off. You should have a pair of gloves on. I can give you the bits.
No, thank you.
Yeah, bottom crank pulley now. Can't remember what size it is. Like a 21 or a 24. They can be a nightmare to get off. I know people sell like locking tools for them.
Locking tools for what, sorry?
The bottom pulley, because the bottom pulley turns.
Can I just see now, where are you taking off now?
See all that oil now? See how it's covered in oil? This bottom pulley turns with the rotation of the engine. It might be easier to see through here.
Yeah.
So you've got to get this bolt off, but if you just try and turn it with a ratchet, it'll just spin the engine the wrong way. So people sell a tool that holds the locking wheel nut things in. The locking wheel nuts.
If it spins the engine the wrong way, what would that do? Damage it?
Nah, because the timing belt's still on, but just get one of these buggers. Dead easy to break these bottom crank pulleys as well.
Which one's the bottom crank pulley? The one you've just taken that bolt? Yeah. Why is it dead easy to break them?
Because it sees on solid.
Why do they seize on solid? Because they get so tight?
It's got to be so tight on the engine, because it's like an oil seal behind it.
Right.
So they've got to be real tight fit on the engine. But you know, I have just thought we need to time it up first. Bit too giddy, aren't I? You're distracting me, mate. Distracting me.
When you say time it up, what does that mean?
Because we're taking the timing belts up, we're taking the timing belt
Belts
off.
off.
So all the engine stays in the correct order. Need the engine at top dead centre. Okay?
Right. So how do we do...
There's a groove on this bottom crank.
Let me have a look.
Do you remember?
What you're doing there, tightening it up again?
No, I'm just turning it over now. Pull them out of the way for now. There's like a groove in the pulley. See this little groove here?
No. What's the paint pen then doing? What are you trying to
Paint pen is just to show you a better representation of where it needs to be lined up, yeah? Right. If I put paint pen on, it's going to be easier for you to see. So there's a groove in the timing belt cover here, if you
where
can see it.
White painted.
See where it's ridged there?
So, give me some light. That has to line up with that, does it?
Yeah, that has to line up with that. You're on top dead centre. Now these can spin, don't get me wrong, these top pulleys. So to be 100% sure, we're going to take this top cam belt cover off. So that basically tells you that the crank is at start of fire number 1, so start of all the firing, yeah? But they all need to be in line with each other because we're taking the cam belt off, yeah? And then there's a timing mark underneath this rear cover here, which I'm going to show you now. Yeah, because they're different bolts, they're not original ones. If they're original ones, I know where they're going. Where's that 10mm socket gone? Fucking always a 10mm in it. Just literally had it 2 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Yes, get a piece of cardboard here. And then I just write top. Get us a Sharpie, please.
Yeah.
Not being funny, but where's that 10mm just gone? Yeah, draw the outline of the cam belt cover.
Which is like what?
Which is this. You're doing the top half here.
Is that the one right at the top?
No, that's that one down the bottom there. So it'd be like... Yeah?
Yeah, how many bolts do you
So
take
there'll be one
off?
here, yeah, and then there's one here, and then your lower cam belt cover sort of comes like this, and then there's like one here and one there.
Just so that they can see what we've done. So is just put like, there'll be one for here, one for here. Just taking the bottom one off. There's a lower cover. There'll be two there.
So that's your top right about here.
So on this side here, push that through.
Yeah.
How did you get it through?
Poked it through. The screws in there, I suppose, but yeah, in theory.
Just adding all three in so that you know where they are.
Yeah.
So the cover's off.
Right, so even though that bolt's lined up there, on this one the mark is here, yeah?
Right.
You see that mark or not?
Yeah, it's only very, very small.
Yeah, so she'll highlight it again.
Yeah, so we can see.
Yeah. So that's
Just there.
just there, yeah? And then the dot is there.
So they're completely opposite.
Yeah, they're opposite, which means the engine's 180 degrees out. Yeah.
And is it okay that it's an 180?
No, well that just means now that we need to do one revolution of this crankshaft.
Yeah, but won't that put you two at the bottom out?
Now watch now.
Oh, they'll still be the same.
Yeah, this should be, yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
And
So you're 180 degrees out.
And them two now line up.
That lines up.
Does the one at the bottom line up? You got a white. Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, the one at the bottom. These can slip because there's no like wood rough key on them.
Right, okay.
So
You're just looking as close as you can possibly get.
as close as you could possibly get on that, so you know you're not 180 degrees out. But then also there's a mark on the back of that timing gear. So that's a rough guide. And then when I take the pulley off, I want to see the proper mark behind it. Because even if this bottom crank pulley slipped, don't really matter that much. Just affects when you try to time it up, you might look at it and think, oh, found the 10mm. Oh my god, that actually just pulled off. Never happens. Bottom crank pulley off. 2 alternator belts and a power steering belt. There you can see how much oil's pissed everywhere.
Oh my god.
Where's your thing, man? I'll give it a go. See it?
Yeah. Inside it and everything.
Yeah, and see this is going to get oil on it and stuff like that, so you just don't want to use that again.
So
Can we
everything.
see how it's wet here? See the wetness of it,
Yeah.
but then at the top it looks pretty dry, but you still get residue because it'll flick about. But the fact that it's wetter at the bottom there and drier at the top means that is pointing towards that fluid.
So the main reason that you're doing this is to prevent that oil by changing that seal. But while you're at it, it is better for the engine, better for the car to then change some of these other bits like the belt and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So in theory, you could leave the belt, because that's not the problem with it. That it just suffers because of
the belt. The belt's not stopping it from running. Let's put it that way.
And what's this you're spraying?
Brake cleaner.
Oh, just to get some of the oil off.
Yeah, just get some of the crap off the top, because then also we can work out whether the oil leak stopped, you know.
Am I in your way here?
No, you're alright. It's better off to clean off all this off while the old belt's on.
Why?
Because you don't want to clean all this shit off and then get it on your new belt, do you know what I mean?
Right, okay.
Because this old belt's going to go in the bin. So if we get it caked in shit, it don't really matter, do you know what I mean?
Is there anything you need to be careful of while you're doing this?
Yeah,
Any
spark the alternator.
Is there any way you need to avoid?
Nah, brake cleaner evaporates, you see.
So in theory, if it got wear anywhere, it wouldn't matter?
No. That's why I like what it's called, brake cleaner. That's why I use it on brakes, because you can clean the brakes
and
up.
It won't make them oily or damp.
No, it'll just evaporate after a bit. But we need to clear all this off so we can see that we suspect the rear main oil seal's cam oil seal's leaking. We're pretty much guaranteed that that's what's leaking. But the only way we'll know if we fix the issue is if it doesn't fucking leak oil everywhere. So if we don't clear it off, we can't tell. Does that make sense? And it's nice for the bloke, innit? Do you know what I mean? Just to
look after his baby a little bit.
Yeah, fix the issue and give it a clean up while we're in here.
Mate, you can see straight away how much cleaner it looks from, you know, because it was that caked in oil.
Yeah. There's 2 bolts for this. One crank pulley, one's a 10mm on the left hand side. That looks like the original bolt. Yeah, and then it's a 12mm on the left hand side.
When you say on the right and the left hand side, where are you seeing here? Which one have you just pulled out?
The left hand side.
This one here, look. That one there.
Yeah, that one there, yeah.
Yeah, so that one right there. And then you're going to pull out. Needs a bit of oil on it though.
It's hard as hell. Where am I, man? I can't see it. That's it there, isn't it?
Yeah, you got it.
There you go. Just needed a bit.
So that one's also off.
Also, that's not the right bolt.
That's not an original bolt.
I lost a load of bolts. I don't understand how you do that, you know.
Just not organised. You have to be organised and
Yeah, just like put it in that piece of cardboard there. Everything's in the right situation, do you know what I mean? Like, look how much oil's covered in that. Do you know what I mean? All down here.
That's not good, is it?
No, I don't know if that seal's leaking there, to be fair. Whether that's just all the oil draining down. And then, you know, we were told before, I said, oh, this will have a cover on it. See how that's got a groove out of it there?
Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah, which is that groove there. Well, that lines up with this mark that runs down here. That makes sense.
Yeah.
And then on this one, there's one mark here that you can see. And then the other timing mark is on the back of that. Which will be here.
Oh, I
Which is
see
that groove there. So you want that and that. That's for your dizzy drive. This one's for your crank, which is this piece, and this, the groove here. Yeah, it's like in the casting of the thing. And then obviously your top one, which is this one and this one. Yeah. So now we know that's all in the right order, they can actually come off.
When you say they, do you mean the belt can come off?
Yeah, the belt can come off, yeah.
Are you going to give that a clean up down there?
Yeah, but I'm going to take that belt off just so I can get into
the nooks and crannies. You just wanted to make sure they all lined up before you took the belt off?
Yeah, because once you take it off, that's it to all the problem.
So when you put a belt back on, when you take this belt off, could they spin independently then? No,
well this thing that's here is a tensioner, yeah? Right. 15mm on it. We're not... Jesus Christ, that's tight. Oh. Yeah, knock the tensioner off. Yeah, so it's loose. Does what it says on the tin, i.e. tensions. Right, so this is where you can mess up, because you need to put the tension on this bolt right here, but you don't want to spin this dizzy drive off. So
what bolt you saying?
So here, see how I push that in like that, yeah? And then tighten that up. Because this is spring loaded here, you see.
Oh, so you're pushing it.
So I'm pushing that tension on there.
So that
you've got to be careful not to move any of them pulleys. And then now, loose, you see, pops off.
Yeah.
Now what you've got to watch out for in these 240 engines, even though 240s and 940s are the same, yeah, they have a square tooth and a round tooth, which is like looking at the tooths on the belt. They look very similar and it's easy to get the wrong belt. Well, this is a square tooth one, yeah? Whereas, say it comes down a bit sharp and goes back up, it's more of a square, whereas a round one's like half moon shape. So you just need to make sure that you're getting the right belt. One. Yeah. I think usually the round tooth ones usually come on like the 940s from maybe 93 and 94 onwards, not 100% sure on that. But, yeah, you just need to make sure you're getting the right one. I can't remember what year it is, but it is what it is, so.
Just make sure.
Yeah,
what would happen if you got the wrong one?
It'd go on, but it doesn't. The belt doesn't sit right in the grooves of the cam pulleys, so it'll be dead easy to slip. Basically, the square tooth and the round tooth is like that sitting in there. See how that's a nice snug fit? Because they're both square. Well, the round tooth ones, it'd be raised a little bit like that, so it'll still go in, but it's so much easier for it to slip. Yeah, and then if you slip and it all goes out of sync, your pistons will just fly up and bend all the valves on it. Everybody says that 2-litre engines are non-interference, which I've heard before, but 2.3s aren't. But I've had a belt slip on a 2-litre and it's bent 2 valves on it. So I'm not 100% convinced, but everybody else in the world says that they are. Don't get me wrong, the valves were only bent the tiniest bit when we got them out, but they were still bent. I still had to put 2 new valves in it.
Yeah.
The timing belt kit comes with a new tensioner, which is the best thing to do. So that can come off. So now I'm just gonna undo that. See how it flipped back?
Yeah, because it pushes it.
Yeah, that's the spring pushing the tension on the belt to keep it tight so it can't move. But obviously you need to be loose at some point to be able to take the belt off.
Yeah. So what's next steps now?
So next step now is I'm going to take this tensioner off.
Yeah.
And then when we get that top cam pulley off, take this back plate off, and then we're going to have a look at right, this is going to spring off this. You've got to be careful with this.
I'll watch my face.
There you go.
Are you going to clean all this up for him as well?
Yeah. So this bit is difficult to get this off if you don't have an impact gun. Okay.
Why? Because it's so tight?
Yeah, because it's tight and the impact gun will give it the force to undo the bolt, whereas if you just use a ratchet, you need to whack it. It's the shock that that gets it off, if that makes sense. Whereas now if we turn that round, that's when the valves will hit the pistons and wreck it. Well, when you're here now and it's just me and you turning it, you'll feel the tension as the valve touch the piston. But if the engine was going really fast, the inertia of it is what would bend the valves because it's going up and down. So now we need to get a socket.
Sorry.
I think we're at 14. Yeah, what's that? 13. Yeah, I need a 14. Can't see much up there. Really need to put it on like this side here, maybe.
No, what you need is to have a thingy that holds it.
Yeah, that's you. So now on this, I'm gonna have to hold this pulley, yeah, tight, stop it moving. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then it'll come off that. Washer, bolt. Yeah. So then this comes off, right? But see, there's a groove in the. There's like that little pin there on it, yeah.
Let me see.
See how there's a groove at the top and a pin there, so it'll only go on one way.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Does it matter if it flips round though?
You can only go on one way. You can't.
No, I mean like you've put it on flat like that. What if you flipped it and put it on flat the other way?
You won't get it on right. No, it has to go on the way that it's come. And then sometimes you can slide these out without taking this dizzy drive off. But I don't want to move everything else. But if you come look behind here now, well, see what I mean?
Oh, definitely leak there, isn't there?
Yeah, that's all wet. So this is the oil seal that we're going to change now. So we'll give all this a bit of a clean up and we'll get this oil seal out, we'll put a new one in. And then we're pretty much, give all this a clean up, do you know what I mean? But then we're ready to go back on. But we're worried about all the oil that's down the bottom here. But you can see that it's coming down this.
Yeah,
this is wet here, it's wet all the way down here and wet here. I'm quite confident.
Have we got some on back order though of the other ones?
Yeah, we've got one back order.
Right.
That's your job, mate.
Yeah.
I should be asking you, you're not asking me. The fact that it's coming off dead easy shows that it's wet. You know it's fresh. So don't be mad, but
just a little tickle.
Yeah, just a bit of agitation, you know. This could have been failing, or also them PCV boxes that we were talking about before. PCV or PVC? I hope I'm not been saying it wrong all this time. One or the other. Positive crank ventilation or
PCV.
Yeah, pretty sure that's it. Either or, it's just the box on
I'm keeping that
it. Either or, it's the box on the side.
Can you spray this plastic? God, that's a lot of oil, that. It's been leaking for a while, does that suggest?
Yeah, probably.
And how, even if it's been leaking for a while, other than the oil getting other places and causing slipping of belts and stuff like that, would you really notice in the car any difference?
What do you mean, like performance related?
Yeah, performance related. Like, would you notice, because it's losing a bit of oil, would it cause any like?
Nah, you wouldn't. No performance related. But if the leak's too big, it's an MOT failure.
How would they look at all this and notice it then?
The MOT garage?
Yeah.
No, they won't diagnose it because that's not what they're there
But when
for.
you say it's an MOT failure, would they see a little bit of oil and go...
No, if there's a major oil leak, it's an MOT failure. Like, you can't be pissing out oil everywhere. And also, like, if it's losing a fair bit of oil all the time, it'd be quite easy for your engine to run low on oil because you think that, oh, it's all right, and you just need to check it more regularly, and then that's when you could have an issue, because if you are running out of engine oil, running out of lubrication and all that, you know what I mean? So that's a tin brake clean gun.
That is a lot of oil though, isn't it?
Yeah, do you know what I mean? So if he's not keeping on top of the maintenance of it, do you know what I have done once before though? Everybody was ringing me, just a busy day while I was trying to do a timing belt, and I forgot to put this little washer back on. I built it all up and then realised the washer, and then I had to take it all off again.
Oh.
Yeah. Belt's got to come off, everything that works, you know. Got all that crud that you do not want near your timing belt. See how easy it is to knock that thing?
Yeah.
Just did that, so we'll double check that that's in right before. The Dizzy Drive isn't too bad because that won't cause catastrophic fail. It'll just run wrong because the Dizzy's not firing in the right order. It'll miss. It's not like it caused catastrophic damage.
Yeah, but... Hold on.
Yeah, one tub down. You're doing this job, get yourself cut, turn the brake for you. Where's Monkey Boy? Going for a pit. We're going for the big pool.
Don't. People might want to watch this video when you're...
Talking about Bob going for a pit.
Yeah.
Yeah, natural, Leanne. We've all got to take a dump.
You did it before.
Na, 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 na. Just gonna get a little flathead screw in there just to get it off.
What, to dig some of the junk out? Oh, he's there. Sneezing away.
Alright, Bob? Yeah. Shit you do not want to get on your timing belt. See a bit of a difference. Some people might just ram a new one back on, you know, and go for it, whereas
You like to make sure it's had a bit of a clean up.
well, I just think that if it was my car, do you know what I mean? It was like, right, lovely stuff. I'm happy with that.
Let's get your brake clean and get plenty of tins of it if you plan to do this.
Well, if it's this bad, defo. How mank was that? Defo. Yeah, fucking defo, mate. Happy with that, Leanne?
Yeah, I think it looks good.
Yeah, miles different from what it was, isn't it?
Oh, massive, yeah.
Yep.
So what are your tricks of the trade?
My tricks of the trade. My tricks of the trade is to drill a little hole in it.
A little hole in what?
in the old oil seal.
In the old oil seal?
Yeah, don't put a massive one.
Which is this one behind here, Loz?
Yeah, that one that's leaking.
Yeah.
But we change it.
Yeah. Drill a little hole in it.
Million love songs later. We don't want to damage the outside, you see. Guess that's what they can be. Right, okay. I'm going to stop at that because I don't want to
cause any damage.
Basically, usually, do it on the rear main oil seals. If you drill a little hole in it, you can get a little pick in it, and then, oh, that's coming out quite easy. Yeah, so we're better to do that. See, it shouldn't be that loose. Usually a little bit more snug fit than that. But that's basically the bugger that we're changing. So, same again, just a little, we don't want to spray loads of brake cleaner in the oil, but if we just try and spray it outwards, you know what I mean?
Yeah, let it evaporate for a minute.
Well, like, we need to try and flip the dirt out.
Yeah.
Because we don't want anything to be sat in the groove, because we want a nice fit, if that makes sense.
Nice tight seal.
Yeah. We don't want to lose any rag in there, so don't overuse a rag. But we need it to be nice and clean. That wasn't mean either, was it?
No.
So somebody's fucked about with that before. Which means if somebody's had all this belt off before and they've changed that seal, that points more to that box being blocked underneath the inlet manifold, because if that's not been long changed, you know what I mean? When I was saying like the pressure can push that seal out, because the oil.
Oh,
can't
they've
bleed.
tried to get the last seal out of the closet.
Well, I've not done that scratching there. So
No,
somebody's
just been
changed.
watching you, yeah.
Somebody's changed that. I know we're only fine little bits, and it won't be a problem, but
That won't bother it?
no.
No. Okay.
Okay, old one, new one. Just make sure that it looks the same first before you put it in. You look at it either side, there's a groove in it. The groove goes backwards and it's flush at the front, if that makes sense. Might be easy on that because it's orange. So that's a bit flat, whereas at the back it has that groove going in it.
So you want it flat at the front?
Yeah, you want it flat at the front with the oil seal, with the little metal ring in the back, yeah?
Yeah.
With these, I always put a little bit of engine oil on them.
What do you mean, engine oil? A bit of lubrication?
Yeah, just helps it seal a little bit better.
Helps it seal a little bit better. Right. Just small amount of oil that you put on it.
Yeah, it can just be any engine oil.
Any engine oil.
You don't need to worry.
It just needs that tiny little bit of.
I couldn't do that again without smoke. Yeah. Give it a rub round.
And then
Just
flat
to seal it a bit better.
flat side at the
Flat side out, yeah. And then don't force it, just
Oh, so the other one come out really easy.
yeah. Yeah, then we just push it round. So that one's a lot tighter.
Yeah.
Which is what you need it to be, because obviously it's got to stop the oil from coming out. So then what I do on this now is just get a socket that's the same size as it. Yeah, so then don't go nuts. Yeah. So see this side here, it's sticking out a bit, whereas that side's.
See the sound change then? Yeah. We just want it flush all the way around, yeah? So we've got a little bit at the top here, not much.
Yeah, happy with that. Right, lovely stuff.
Yeah.
So literally now everything in theory is
Should just slide back on now.
Well, yeah, it should build back up now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Top cam pulley. People are going to say, what's the torque setting? 2 ugga-duggers.
2 ugga-duggers?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
You ready?
Torque setting.
2 ugga-duggers.
What does that mean?
Digger.
Oh, Doug.
And then see now, like I've tightened that up. See how it's just gone half a tooth out?
Yeah.
You see that?
Yeah.
So now, you just need to knock that back a little bit.
Yeah, can you see how it's like slightly out? Just...
Do you feel like you could do one now?
Yeah, I could probably follow this video, and next time I'll do it. You'd have to shadow me the entire time to make sure that I didn't make any errors, but maybe let's do it on one of your cars.
Yeah. Yeah? So it's only a midgie's deck.
Yeah. And he's got like, you've put like the groove perfectly in where that is.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm going to put the new time belt on, so I'm going to swap my gloves now.
Why are you swapping gloves?
Because there'll be oil on the gloves. I know, stupid.